Today is January 30th. Do you know what was yesterday? Yesterday was January 29th, and that's Bell Let's Talk Day. Today is not Bell Let's Talk Day. Heyo, friends. I just finished the gym, literally. Like, I walked back in, and I'm like, gotta vlog, because something was on my mind today at the gym. Bell Let's Talk Day was yesterday, January 29th, and I'd argue that today is a more important day than January 29th. Well, why would today be more important than Bell Let's Talk Day? If anyone used Twitter yesterday, they saw how wild it was on Twitter with Bell Let's Talk stuff. You know, people hashtagging, which is amazing. Like, it's incredible to see all that support for mental health, but it doesn't end on January 29th. And people who suffer with mental health issues, it doesn't just end on January 29th, or they don't just suffer for one day. They suffer every day out of the year. And it's important that that conversation doesn't just happen on January 29th. There isn't nearly as much activity on Twitter today as there was yesterday pertaining to mental health. And I would argue that a lot of people probably just tweet that one day and that's it. You may not hear from them for the rest of the year. But I'm gonna be here every single day of the year. I'm gonna be somebody that's gonna talk about this because it's important. It's ridiculously important. I had a friend call me today. That person was having some trouble. That person was feeling sad. And I felt it with them because I've been there. And it brought me, it's weird to say because it brought me a ton of joy to talk to that person today. And you know, you might say, well, why would it bring you joy to talk to somebody who's sad? Because that person reached out and didn't harbor those feelings inside. They reached out and they said, hey, I'm struggling with something right now. And I was able to kind of help that person, hopefully help that person kind of navigate the feelings that they were having, which brought me an incredible amount of joy that they didn't just harbor that inside and they didn't just hold on to it and go about their day not telling me what was going on. Because I hope that by them telling me, they realize that they're not alone in the fight and they're not alone in this battle. And every single day, people are gonna deal with this, not just January 29th. And while I love the initiative and while I love what it stands for and I love the fact that Bell puts millions of dollars, it's incredible, but people need help every single day. When I last lived in Toronto in 2016, before I moved out west, we lived on the 38th floor of a building in downtown Toronto. And I have stood on that balcony and I have gripped that handrail and I've looked over the edge and I've held that handrail tight because I've thought about it. I've thought about going over the edge. You know, when I think about those times that I've thought about, you know, what if I just moved over the edge? I've thought about all the good things in my life and I've thought about all the things that I care about and that other people care about me, and it's kept me from doing that. And I don't deal with that as much anymore, but other people are dealing with that day in and day out. And I'm always going to be here if you need to reach out or you want to talk to me about something. It's incredibly important to me that we keep this conversation going every single day of the year, that we talk about this. But there's one other thing that I've learned in a very short amount of time. It's being kind to people. I love going into the gym and I love seeing the same people I see all the time. I love seeing people working hard in there because it motivates me. It motivates me to work hard in the gym when I see other people that are putting in work. And the other day I went up to a guy that I've seen in there a few times and he is a hardworking dude. And I said to him, like, hey man, I want to tell you that I respect you for working hard. And I think that what you're doing, I think you need to know that what you're doing motivates me to work harder in the gym as well. I see you and I'm like, man, that guy's putting in some work. I'm going to do the same thing. And he reciprocated that treatment to somebody else that he saw in the gym. I felt great inside telling this guy that, hey, I think you're doing good stuff, because it makes me feel good. And if it made me feel good inside, someone who struggles with mental health, maybe that guy felt good. And it's just good to talk to people and just be kind to people. And if you see people doing good things, let them know. I have found that being kind to people has paid me back in dividends. I feel incredibly good when I can be kind to somebody. It makes me feel good inside. And I hope that it makes them feel good inside too. And I'm rambling right now, man, I'm all over the map, but I was sitting in the gym and I was thinking about this, and I wanted to tell you guys that it's important to be kind to people. It's important to talk about mental health every single day of the year. And if you've got someone in your life that is struggling, or maybe you're struggling yourself, find people who can offer you support and lean on them. I can be that for you if you'd like me to. I'm happy to listen to whatever it is that's ailing you. If it's something you just want to unload, you're welcome to, my email is below. You can hit me up below. Tell me if you're feeling a certain way. Tell me if you're feeling happy. Tell me if you're feeling sad. Tell me, hey man, I'm just struggling with this. You know, what do you suggest? And I'm happy to tell you about things that have worked for me, and I am not perfect. The other day, I kind of felt sad myself thinking about my dog that's been gone for 2 years. Obviously not the dog that I have now, but my previous dog, Abby, who's been gone for 2 years. 2 years, and I was feeling sad about it. It happens. You're gonna have those feelings, and I want you to know that it's okay to feel that way. And I'm right here with you. I've felt it. I want you to know that even though I don't know you, you're important to me. You feeling sad or you feeling upset is important to me. You feeling happy, that's important to me too. And I'm always here. So just keep that in mind, that there are people that care about you. There's people in the world you won't even know who care about you, and I'm one of them. So reach out to me anytime. My email is below. All right? Subscribe if you want more content on mental health. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm kind of all over the map with this, but it was something I wanted to get off my chest after Bell Let's Talk Day. Because that conversation needs to happen today, January 30th, needs to happen tomorrow, January 31st, and needs to happen the other 363 days of the year as well. So keep the conversation going, and remember to always be kind to people, because you don't know what they're going through. And I'm telling you, and I promise you, if you are kind to people, it will pay you back in ways you never thought possible. Choose happiness.